Yes, in the backpack.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Like Sam used to torture you all the time on like the Evil Dead sets, but you've gone back and worked with him in the Spider-Man movies. Has he ever like done anything to mess with you on those sets or anything like that?
No, but he started to abuse Tobey Maguire. Because on the first Spider-Man, let's recap the Spider-Man movie, shall we, real quick? Because people go, oh, Bruce, you had those little cameos in Spider-Man. These little teeny cameos. Cameo, you're saying like it's insignificant. The first Spider-Man, as the ring announcer, I name Spider-Man. This billion-dollar franchise would be called the Human Spider if I wasn't in this. All right? Part one, I name him. Part two, as the snooty usher, Peter Parker's trying to get into the theater to see Mary Jane for the first time. Does he or does he not get past the snooty usher? No. Technically, I'm the only character who's ever defeated Spider-Man. Part three, Spider-Man comes to me for help as the French maitre d'. He needs my advice. He needs my assistance. And do I help him? Not really, because he was kind of a jerk in the first two movies. But in the first movie, Sam was very polite to Tobey. Yes, Tobey, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? By the third one, he was like hitting him in the shins with a stick. You know, hey, get over there, get over there. And I said, Tobey, this means he likes you. He didn't understand that. I was like, why is this man hitting me for no reason? So, we good?
Well, I was just gonna say, like, at what point in those huge franchise movies that you make an appearance, does Sam start talking to you about like, oh man, I'm writing a waiter, it's totally going to be Bruce. And then later on he'll tell you, oh man, I was going to write him as this character, but you know, I decided, like at what point does he think of funny things and situations for you to be in?
Sam just notifies me when it's time to show up. That's all I know. But Tobey Maguire is very funny. The first Spider-Man, he's like, oh, hi, you're a friend of Sam's. Oh, how are you? Yeah, good, good. Part two, he goes, why are you back? He was kind of a little disturbed. He goes, you're not the same character, but you sort of look the same. Like, yeah, well, you're the guy in tights. What do you know? He's talking. So by the third one, he kind of gave up. He knew I was like a bad chick. I was just going to keep coming back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Also in the back.
A few years ago, there was rumors that there was going to be a
rumor. Did you hear that on the internet?
You were going to do another Phantasm movie, and then it just kind of went flat. No one heard anything. I don't know.
I read a script for Phantasm. What were they up to? 4? 5.
Yeah.
Roger Avery was one of the writers of Pulp Fiction. His agent asked him right after he won the Academy Award, what do you want to write next? He goes, Phantasm 5. And his agent was like, no one's planning to make Phantasm 5. And he goes, right, but I want to write Phantasm 5. Well, there's no money to write Phantasm 5. I don't care, I want to write Phantasm 5. So he wrote Phantasm 5. And there's still no money for it. But there's a good part for me as a decaying soldier in that. So give him the money and we'll get started. Just ask some guy from New Jersey for the money. He can talk to his entrepreneur friends. Maniac Cop 2. Financed basically by the... These guys come walking onto the set with the classic tracksuit and the bling, and they're sitting there having lunch. I'm like, hey, what do you do? I'm an entrepreneur. Well, okay, I guess we're done talking about that. Sheesh, yes.
There's a fabulous scene that you do in Waxwork 2.
Waxwork 2, Electric Boogaloo.
It is such a quirky movie and such a silly scene. How's it working on that?
I did Waxwork 2 because it was about 4 days before Army of Darkness started shooting. And I thought, I should practice. I could lie to you. And I had worked with that director before on Sundown, A Vampire in Retreat. Yeah, you probably had Man with the Screaming Brain, too. All the people who clap. Yes, over here.
It seems like you have really
Thank you for standing up so we can see who's asking these questions.
It seems like you have great chemistry with the other actors on Burn Notice. I was wondering what it's like for you working with those guys.
It's hell. No, they're good. They're sort of, no one's, you know, we're all mature actors.
I was also wondering...
We're all like 40 and up. And we don't give a crap about stuff that doesn't matter anymore.
Have you ever gone onto a set...
You're not really listening to me, are you? Like being on the Jay Leno show. No matter what you answer, he's just going to the next card. But sorry, sir, go ahead.
I was also wondering if you've ever gone onto a set where your fellow actors have been fans of yours.
Please don't get all googly like that.
No, I mean like if you worked with a younger actor, say like Tobey Maguire, but obviously not him, who was a fan of
You know who I was.
like somebody who was a fan
And one
of
day,
Evil
no
Dead.
one will know who he is. Because you know how it works in Hollywood. There's 5 phases of being an actor. Phase 1, who's Bruce Campbell? Phase 2, get me Bruce Campbell. Phase 3, get me a Bruce Campbell type. Phase 4, get me a young Bruce Campbell. Phase 5, who is Bruce Campbell? All right. Let's go over here for a little while. This side bores me.
How is it working on the woods with Lucky McKee?
Working on the woods with Lucky McKee. Lucky's a weirdo. But he has a very interesting sensibility as a director, and I don't know if this is good or bad, but at one point I said, Lucky, I read the script. How do we win? And he goes, huh. And that's why the movie is what it is. After I saw the movie, I went, how did they win? Because normally with a horror movie, you have rules. You say the 3 words, you stab the guy in the heart. You know, there's ways to kill a vampire. There's, you know, zombies, you run away from them. Zombies, you know what? Zombies suck as bad guys. I'm just going to go on the record. Everyone goes, oh, zombie movies are my favorite. You can't talk to them. You can walk faster than they can run. What's so exciting about zombies? What's the appeal? Someone just tell me. I don't want to get in an argument. What is the
Dawn of the
appeal?
Dead remake.
What?
Dawn of the Dead remake. Running zombies.
Oh boy. You can't reason with them. They're too stupid.
They look cool.
That wasn't me. That was a different guy.
So does Rogue Jeez, yeah.
Answer your question.
And,
I'm done with that now. Oh yeah, you were trying. All right. What? Do you have a comment about zombies? Yes.
Me?
Yes.
No, I got a question for you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.